I've managed over $2 million in ad spend for myself and my clients in the last several years in the online course space. And in today's video, I want to show you step by step how for as little as $15 a day, you can be growing your email list, your engagement, and your daily sales. So let's get into it. Now, the way that I like to grow my course business and my clients' businesses is really simple. I call it the $15 a day ad strategy. We spend $10 a day growing their list, $3 a day engaging that audience, and $2 a day generating sales by retargeting high intent traffic. Now, the thing about this is it's a ratio. So it could be $100, $300, $200. It could be 1,000, 300, 200. It's just a ratio. It's based on your budget, but you can get started for as little as $15 a day. And the way this strategy works is that day by day, everything is growing, right? So if you're running ads to grow your email list, great, new people are seeing your offers. If you are running ads to engage your audience, great, you're creating multi-channel presence. And if you're retargeting the things you sell, great, you'll be generating sales. So the really important thing to understand about this strategy is that yes, you can generate sales on a daily basis. And we generally do, but we don't just spend the $15 a day. What we're actually doing is creating the foundation for your business to grow consistently. And I think the old way of advertising is like, oh, I'll just spend $1, make $3 into my funnel, make $1 billion, sail off into the sun. That don't work no mo. The way you have to think about it is we are growing our list every day. We are engaging that list, creating trust, and we're offering our product to the highest intent audience only. And so what that means is that when you go into a launch, when you go into a promotion, when you release a new product, you have an audience, you have a deeper level of trust with them, and you have some buyers in that audience. And so this is a holistic approach to advertising your business consistently. The first part of this strategy is growing your email list consistently. And I like to do this for about $10 a day. And here's my secret weapon. I'm using Facebook lead forms, or instant forms as they're sometimes called. And what an instant form is traditionally you would send people over to your website, or you would send them to a landing page, get them to give you their name and email, and then you send them the freebie. Instead, what we like to do is we like to bring them over to Facebook, keep them on Facebook, and then give them the freebie there. So the form actually lives in Facebook, right? And you might be thinking, why would I do that? Well, essentially, instead of sending them to a landing page, number one, Facebook rewards you with lower CPMs. Number two, if you're paying less for the ad to be seen, you ultimately pay less per lead. And third, it does not have tracking issues with iOS, whatever we're in now. It's all native, trackable in Facebook. So you don't need the pixel. You don't need anything special to be growing your list consistently. Okay. So really powerful strategy. Now, the way that I test my ads is really simple. I create a 2x2x10 test. So I'm testing two sets of copy, two sets of creative across 10 audiences. And what ultimately happens is that I'm going to figure out what is working the best, right? A lot of people that I talk to, they run one or two ads and they go, this didn't work for me. They create all of this content, or rather, they don't create enough content to split test it evenly. So the way it works is we have one campaign with 10 different ad sets in it, with 4 different creative variations in each one. 2 copy, 2 creative, which means you can have copy 1 with image 1, copy 1 with image 2, copy 2 with image 1, copy 2 with image 2. Got it. And so what we like to do is run this for 48 to 72 hours, see what performs the best, and then we just prune out the non-performers. So you can see an example of ads that I've run. We have run them for free PDFs of planners, PDFs of this strategy. We have all different kinds of freebies that we test and run. But the key here is that you need to consistently be testing different things. Now, the second piece of this is that as people are filling out those forms, remember I said all of those people, their data is natively in Facebook. And so what that means is you can create in Facebook ads a custom audience of everyone that has engaged with and completed your form on Facebook with essentially 100% retargeting accuracy. So what we like to do is we give people the opportunity to see some of our best content. I retarget them with blogs or videos or case studies, testimonials, content that I know builds trust. Some really simple things you can do are I love to do Instagram Reels that I retarget with. I like to do blog posts or podcasts that I've written. But the key here is that you're creating multi-channel presence, right? Because when people join my list, they go through an email sequence. I'm going to promote to them offers and content. They're going to end up in launches. But here is the big thing. We are in what I like to call a trust recession. Now, full disclosure, I heard this somewhere. I can't remember who said it, but it stuck with me because a trust recession is happening in 2025. People are not as trusting as they used to be. And so it's really important that you engage with these $3 a day ads to engage the people who are joining your list. You see, there's been some studies done, and there's a lot of data that backs up the fact that we trust people we see more. And so, where I find a lot of creators fall flat with their online course advertising is they market their course, they market their option, but they don't do anything in the middle. And so, if someone sees your face, your content, your branding consistently, regularly, over and over again, and like I said, for like $3 a day, what's going to happen is that they start to associate you with the solution that you create, right? So for me, if you opt into my content, you're going to see me talking in your newsfeed and your Instagram feed about Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, marketing, because I want to be associated with that. And this is such a valuable thing. I'll throw up some examples. We keep it really simple. It doesn't have to be flashy and fancy. An ad that runs will always outperform an ad that you never run because you're still trying to perfect it. So, the second piece of the strategy is to take those leads you're generating for $10 a day and retarget them with engagement style content for just $3 a day. So, the last piece of the strategy that we use is a $2 a day retargeting ad to engage people we think will buy our products. And the way that I like to do this is we have a low ticket offer. It's a $25 Facebook and Instagram ads for list building bootcamp. It essentially teaches our $10 a day strategy for growing your email list consistently with Facebook lead or instant forms, right? And so we sell that for $25. When someone joins our list, they're getting a series of emails to go to that sales page. What we do is we say, if you visited that sales page, and this does require the pixel, which I know is a little more advanced, but there's lots of benefit here, is we say, if you visited that page, you're going to get an ad reminding you to buy the bootcamp. It's that simple. This is an example of an ad that I've got on the screen that basically walks through like, come buy the bootcamp, right? I'm just retargeting. And the nice thing about these ads is they don't have to be like, I don't want to say great, they can be just okay. But what I mean is, if you say the name of the product with your branding, people will remember the association because remember, it's only going to people who looked at the page. And so we just spend $2 a day or that percentage of the budget saying, if you looked at our offer, come back to the page and complete ordering the product. So there you have it, the $15 a day strategy for online course creators to leverage Facebook and Instagram advertising. Again, you're spending $10 a day to grow the list, $3 a day to engage the audience, and $2 a day to generate sales. It's just a big ratio, but essentially, it's driving people to engage with you, grow with you, and nurture them into a relationship that means when you do major promotions, release new products, people actually know, like, and trust you. We've heard that. We know that. That is what we're creating, leveraging the power of advertising. Now, if you got massive value from this video, I'll link it below in the description. You can head to heartsoulhustle.com/ads15. And we have this entire strategy laid out in like an 18-page PDF. But here's what I will tell you. If you're watching this and you're like, I know I want to roll out this strategy, but how do I even get started in the ads manager? Our Facebook and Instagram ads for list building bootcamp, which is $25, I'll also link it below, the adsbootcamp.com, will basically show you step by step how to get your ads up in 48 hours and optimized in 5 days or less so that you actually are doing the first piece. Because if you're watching this being like, oh my gosh, there's too many moving pieces. Before you click that X, before you close the window and say, I'm not even going to do this, I want to encourage you to just start with a list building campaign. Are there more things that you can do? Absolutely. But getting started with building your list every single day consistently is going to set you up for massive success. And here's the thing. You may not see a huge return in 7 days or 14 days or even 30 days, but 60, 90 days, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months down the road, when you've been growing your list every single day and you release a product and you have an audience of 500, 1,000, 10,000 to launch to, it's going to change the entire game for you. And that is what I want. So I hope you got massive value from this video. If you did, don't be afraid to like and subscribe. We are playing around with creating more YouTube content in our business, and we would love for you to have a front row seat. Until next time, stay not so average. I've managed over 2,000. There we go. And then, so let's get into it. heart of our strategy, the $10 a day lead generation ad.